Recently, I was having a conversation with a gentleman, and he asked me this. He said, "How is it that you have such conviction in Jesus?" He says, "How is it that you believe so firmly in God?" I explained to him that it wasn't a magical wisdom that I had. It wasn't just some feeling that I had, that I was dependent on someone that had not proven himself true in my life, but it was that I shared a relationship with Jesus. And Jesus, time and time again, had revealed himself to me. As our short conversation concluded, he said, "You know what? I want that kind of a relationship, but I want God to show himself to me in such a real way that I have no doubt. I want him to do the miraculous in my life so that there is no question." He said, "I want that type of a relationship." Just this morning, I was reading from John chapter 8. Verse 19 leads into Jesus being questioned, and someone had said to Jesus, "Show us the Father." Jesus answers them this way in verse 19. He says, "Since you don't know who I am, you don't know the Father. If you knew me, then you would also know my Father." Jesus then is saying, you know what? You can know God. You can know my Father if you get to know me. But if you don't get to know me, you will never know God Almighty. A few chapters later in John, chapter 14, verses 6 and 7, Jesus is standing there with some of his disciples, and he says this to them: "I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." And then he concludes by saying this: "If you had really known me, you would know who my Father is. But get this, from now on, you do know him, and you have seen him in me." Friends, here's our encouragement today. We can know God as the true God. We can know him as a very real presence in our life because he has sent us Jesus in the flesh. We can not only read about him, but we can get to know him in a real relationship, and he will continually show himself to us. So today, wherever you are in your relationship with Jesus, wherever you are in your journey with him, take that next step. Get to know him better today, and he will reveal himself more in your life.